All right, let's get to this topic, man. All right, we got the top 5 most influential rappers, and this is just my personal top 5. You know, uh, and they're in no particular order. Number 1 of the top 5 most influential rappers, in my opinion, I got to give it to Kanye. All right, everything from the music to the fashion, Kanye is number 1 on my list. When he came out with the college dropout, you know, he had dudes wearing the pink polos and the khaki pants with the Jordans and all that. And then when it got to like the graduation and 808s and heartbreaks, that's when like Kanye was like peak. Like his influence was just on another stratosphere. He had dudes looking like hood hipsters. You know what I'm saying? You know, with the fresh blazer, with the V-neck. He had the blazer with the heart on it. You know what I mean? With the line glasses. That Kanye is goated, in my opinion. Just off the music, and you know, got dudes singing in auto tune and rapping in auto tune, and again, as far as the fashion was like top tier. You know what I mean? Again, you had the blazer with the sweater vest, with the skinny jeans and the Maison Margielas and all that. You know, had dudes looking artsy. You feel me? You know what I mean? He got to the point. He had dudes wanting to go to an art museum, looking fly. you know, soul, hip hop boom bap beats, and just, I don't know. It just seemed more artistic. He just had everybody more on like this. He took rap music to a whole different plateau. I don't know, like just rapped about Mona Lisas and Picassos and Da Vinci's. I don't know. It was just something about that era with Kanye. I mean, I could go on the whole tirade or whole rant about how Kanye is an influential artist, but yeah, he's number 1 on my list. Number 2, I gotta give it to Wiz Khalifa. When he came out with the cushion orange juice, listen, he had everybody wanted to be a stoner. I think when cushion orange juice, like when Wiz came out with the cushion orange juice, like he took the stoner rap to a whole different plateau. Just even with the music, just rapping about getting stoned, partying, having fun. The whole alternative stoner rap, like I'm gonna say he was the pioneer. And as far as the style, like you couldn't tell me, you couldn't tell me like everybody bought camo shorts and Chuck Taylors because of Wiz. Like everybody was Taylor Gang at one point. You know what I'm saying? Whether you was in high school, college, everybody wanted to be part of Taylor Gang. Even down to the laugh. Everybody wanted to do the Wiz Khalifa laugh. Son. Every time you hear that on the track, you know he about to drop some fire. Son. Had people don't even laugh like that. Starting to laugh like that. Like, yeah, man, just going to this party, man. About to roll me a doobie, man. It's like, whoa, you don't laugh like that. You're like, nah, I was just listening to the new Wiz album. I was listening to Cushion Orange Juice. And then the tats and the snapback hats and the P chain, the Pittsburgh Pirates chain. At some point, everybody wanted one. You know what I mean? Everybody wanted a Taylor Gang hoodie. So, yeah, I'm gonna put Wiz as number 2. Number 3, I got Eminem. Eminem is arguably one of the greatest rappers of all time, of our generation. You know, to some, everything about Eminem was influential, down to the blonde hair with the tattoos, the wife beater, you know, and just his lyrics and his lyrical ability and his style of rap have single-handedly influenced at least 2 to 3 generations. From the Kendricks to the Logics, definitely the Logics, the Hobsons, you name it, the MGKs, you know. So he's influenced a lot of rappers, especially a lot of white rappers. You know, a lot of white rappers see him as their like GOAT for hip hop. I mean, I see him as my GOAT of hip hop. So, but you know, I definitely I hold Eminem in high regards as an influential rapper for number 3. Number 4, I'm gonna go with ASAP Rocky. You know, he came out around the time in which New York kind of was starting to sway more into like the Memphis 3-6 Mafia sound. You know, a lot of the Project Pat style productions were coming about as well with the New York scene, and I felt like ASAP, the whole ASAP mob kind of just catapulted New York hip hop towards into that direction. More trap beats, you know. And not only as far as influential as far as that style, but the fashion. Most importantly, the fashion. I feel like he's the most influential. You know, I can remember a time. This got to be like 2012, 2013. I'm gonna say when he kind of, you know, broke out into the scene. He kind of had everybody on, you know, Raph Simmons and Rick Owens and I mean, that's the only thing I can think of right now. You know, obviously I'm not a fashion person. I'm not, but you know, I've never heard of these clothing brands until ASAP put it out there. Like the whole fashion killer, that whole fashion killer era was like something different. Yeah. He had dudes in Harlem just wearing like the snapback, the leather snapbacks, you know. If I can remember correctly, I think it was like 2013, 2014, where everybody was kind of wearing like leather, you know. It was like the leather skinny jeans with the J's, and then the leather shirts. And then they had the leather snapback. It was weird. It was like a snapback, but it was like it had like a crocodile alligator print on the brim. If you were around for that, you know exactly what I was talking about. Like, you know, and everything was all black. So, yeah, I felt like ASAP kind of spearheaded that style into hip hop. Again, you know, like the Raph Simmons and the Rick Owens and I guess Givenchy. I'm not a big fashion person, but when it came to that, I'm gonna put ASAP as number 4. Number 5. I'd be a fool if I didn't mention this person. I gotta give respect where respect is due. I'm gonna put Lil Wayne as number 5 for the most influential rapper. Okay, Lil Wayne has influenced, and probably other than Kanye, I'm gonna put like Lil Wayne's probably like the top influential rapper of this generation. Like the most emulated rapper. If you look at the rappers right now, like the rappers out today, they all look like him. You know, they all try to emulate him. They all try to do the rap with the auto tune, the colorful dreads, the face tattoos, the fashion, everything. That is all Lil Wayne. Lil Wayne has single-handedly birthed a whole generation. I can admit, yes, he is a legend. He is a legend in his own right. You know what I mean? He's put on arguably 2-3 of the biggest artists on the planet at one point. You know? The whole Young Money era. Yeah, let me tell you, man, the Young Money era in like 08, 09, you just had to be there, man. Everybody who wanted to rap wanted to be signed to Young Money. The fashion, listen, when he was on his, you know, he at first he was on his Bape. You know, he wore a lot of Bape. This is like maybe like early mid 2000s. Then going towards the end, he kind of went the whole skater route, the skater rock star style. You know, skateboards and guitars and all that. And again, a lot of kids skateboarded and wanted to play guitar because of Wayne. You know, so I gotta give him that. I gotta give him that, man. I'm gonna say from the Carter 2 to the Carter 4, Wayne, I think Wayne was single-handedly like the biggest. You still had M, but as far as like a whole collective, like I think I gotta give it to Wayne. Now I'm gonna give an honorable mention. Number 6, I'm gonna give it to Cam and the Dipset. Yeah, I'm gonna give it to Cam. Okay. At one point, Cam had everybody wearing pink. Yeah, dudes wearing pink. Where it was a time where pink was frowned upon. If you were a guy and you wore pink, you kind of considered, soft. Like, men don't wear pink. You crazy. And listen, Cam and Dipset, they stepped on the scene. He pulled out with the pink fur and the pink truck and all that. And the rest was history, man. He had everybody. He had dudes rocking the pink, son. And then even just Dipset, Jewels and Jim Jones. I'm gonna put them in that regard too, because they were the first to actually have everybody dressed up as like rock stars. Like that whole Ed Hardy and the skull belts and the skull shirts and all that, and the skull bandanas. That's all Dipset. And it was a time. There's artists that's dressing exactly like that now. Like if you look at Playboi Carti. Now, granted, some of his outfits is a bit exaggerated, but there's a few outfits that I've seen Playboi Carti in, and you can definitely tell he's definitely influenced by Dipset with the skull shirts and the skinny jeans with the skull, the chain, the freaking skull chain on the. Yo, listen. if you had a skull chain on your jeans, use that dude. Use that dude. Use walk around in the hood looking like Tommy Lee. Hell yeah, son. Like, well, the Rockstar shirts and all that, everything all skulled out. I got to give it to Dipset. Dipset's was the first to kind of bring that into hip hop, and it's still relevant to this day. I see people walking around Lower East Side looking just like Joel's and Jim, and they don't even know. They don't even know where they got that from. But you know, so I got to give it to Cam and Dipset as the honorable mention, man. But that's my list, man. All right. I want to know what you guys think. What is your top 5? Who are your top 5 influential rappers, man? You know what I'm saying? Let me know in the comment section, man, and share your thoughts. But I want to thank y'all for watching, man. All right, make sure you like, share this video, and hit subscribe, man, and hit the bell icon so you get notified for when the new videos drop. All right, it's your boy Sean Soul. I'm out. Peace.